Whether you're thinking about creating a retreat or you're in the midst of selling your retreat, I went inside of my Facebook group community with over 5,000 retreat leaders to ask them what questions they still have while they're marketing their retreat. So, if you're wondering how to sell a higher priced retreat, if you can offer an early bird more than once, or what the perfect size of a retreat is, I'm going to answer all of those questions here. And if you're not already, you can go to the link in the show notes or amberhagberg.com/sold out retreats to get my mini course of over 10 hours of training on how to create, launch, and sell out your retreat, plus templates galore. So the first question, can you do early bird more than once? The answer is no. An early bird is an early bird to get people to move. But inside of my mini course, I specifically teach if you want to do bonuses and discounts to alternate what your special discount is each month. Finding an incentive that's going to get your community to buy and buy now. And you are going to test this out each month with a new incentive. Inside of the mini course, I give you different ideas and things that I know that work and have worked for me. But what you want to think about is your audience. What's going to make them move? Is it a discount in price? Is it adding on an additional program? Is it giving them a bonus one-on-one call with you? What more can you give them in order to get them to buy and to buy now? So if you're already in the Sold Out Retreat mini course, go back through the 6+ trainings in the Selling Your Vision and review that there. The next question that I have is how to market and sell a retreat at a higher price. And this is such a good question. Even if you're an online business owner and you have online programs, how to sell higher ticket. I talk about this a lot as well in the mini course, how to sell a retreat. And it doesn't matter if it's a low ticket retreat or a high ticket retreat. It's how are you positioning the retreat? How are you selling the transformation? Yes, people care where it's at and the beautiful view, but no one really cares. What they care about is who are they going to be and why they should come, and why they should come to your retreat. When it comes to marketing a retreat that's higher ticket, you really want to think about what is the value in it for them. What are they going through right now? What are they experiencing? And where do they desire to be? And how can you position your retreat as the bridge of everything that they're experiencing right now and what they actually desire to be experiencing, where your retreat is the transformation? And also, inside of the Sold Out Retreat mini course, I teach exactly how to not just sell the retreat, but to also speak to the objections and also to speak to why they should come. Retreats are the hardest thing to sell because you're not just asking them to invest money, you're asking them to invest time. And that means taking time off work, getting a babysitter, telling their spouse, etc. You're asking them to do so much more than invest in themselves. So the way that you position and you market your retreat is everything. Think about your hook, your call to action, and also the meat and potatoes in the piece of copy. Retreats and selling retreats is so much more than, hey, come to Costa Rica this December, this January, this is what's included, this is how much it is, book here today. You need to paint a picture. What is going to be a dream day at the retreat? Who are they going to meet? What conversations are they going to have? And how is this going to change their life? When you sell a retreat, you're selling so much more than a vacation. If they go to that place on vacation, it's going to be 1/3 of the price. Why should they go on your retreat with you? What are you going to bring to the table that's going to make this experience and the investment of time and money worth it? And then the final question that I have is, what is the perfect size for a retreat? And what have you found in regards to sharing space and having a private space, as well as how do you market it? Well, if you went through the Sold Out Retreat mini course, you might have seen this. If you want to know what the perfect size is, there isn't one. There really isn't one. But what I teach inside of the Sold Out Retreat mini course is 1-4-7. So if you have one person leading 7 people and you have 14 people, then have an assistant or someone else that is going to hold the space for you. And I did not just make up that number. That number is mine. That is what feels good for me. I also teach inside of the Sold Out Retreat mini course, I had a chef who was a space holder, where as people were coming out of practices and workshops, they would go and digest with the chef. She was holding space for them. So, how many people depends on how many retreat facilitators there are. And also, how are you marketing this? Are you marketing this as a retreat like that's going to be for networking and lots of people? Or are you marketing this retreat for intimacy and connection? Because I've been on retreats that are 50 people and I've been on retreats that are for 6 people. I love both dynamics, but the way in which they sold it is what had me buy into it. When you're looking at what is the perfect size, ask yourself, what is your intention and who is it for? What's your overall vision? I speak to this again and again in the mini course. Who you're marketing to is going to determine how you create the retreat, what's included, what they're going to get, what's the price point, where it's at. All of that is determined by who is it for. And the way in which you market it, go through the Sold Out Retreat mini course and the Selling Your Vision. There's 4 ways that I teach to market a retreat. It's the Amplified Impact Method way. First, it's through marketing, talking about your retreat and in specific ways that you talk about your retreat. It's also collaborating with your retreat, you selling it and other people selling it. It's also networking, going and putting yourself in new rooms and getting to know new people where you build brand awareness around your retreat. And then finally, paid ads, having a set up funnel and strategy to market your retreat. You can lean into one of those. I recommend leaning into all of those. But when you market a retreat, you don't just talk about it once a week. You talk about it every day, everywhere you go, and everything that you do. But it's also, how are you positioning your retreat? Because the positioning of your retreat, why this retreat, why now, why you, is what's going to get people to buy. Not where it is, how much it is, what's included. It's the positioning of your retreat. If you have any more questions, you can go into the Sold Out Retreat mini course amberhagberg.com/sold out retreats to get access to all of that. The link is in the show notes. And for those of you that are already in, go back and review, go back and listen. I have so many people that come to me, hundreds, that are like, this Sold Out Retreat mini course is something that has helped me sell out my retreats time and time again. Every time I'm going to do an in-person event, I go back to this content. And I also have some people that are like, no, it didn't work for me. I tried everything. But then I go and I see their sales page. I go and see in their marketing and their messaging on their Instagrams. And I'm sorry, but like, you actually didn't do the work. Go back through the course and get one new thing this time. And then go back through it again. We get something new every single time we go through it. And those that go through something and say, I got nothing out of it, they went through it thinking they weren't going to get anything out of it. And that's what they left with. But I promise every time you go through that course, you will get something new. And if you love these videos coming live on YouTube, feedback from what's going on inside of the Sold Out Retreat mini course, where thousands of retreat leaders are selling out their retreats, then get your booty in the room. Be sure to like and subscribe to this video, and I'll keep them coming. Ciao.